A little slow and a little nervous on the uptake. Hey guys, it is Friday night. Blast it or stash it. So we're gonna jump right into the movie quotes with a couple of these horse lickers right here. We'll start with Paul.
All right, mine
What's
is
a horse liquor?
That's you.
I don't know. I tend to ignore as much of what he says as I can. Mine's from 2001. Is a comic-based movie. First character says, "One day men will look back and say that I gave birth to the 20th century." And the second one says, "You're not going to see the 20th century."
Did you give a year? What came out?
2001.
I have no
Green
clue.
Lantern.
In 2001?
Buck Rogers.
The line about the 20th century is a hint. It's not what we would think of as a comic book based movie.
No, I don't know.
Shit.
It would be From Hell.
Oh,
wow.
Who's the writer on that? That's a
That was Alan Moore.
Alan. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. Okay, moving on to horse liquor number 2, Mike.
I have never licked a horse, though. A pig now. I lick a pig.
I don't like a little bacon.
I like a little bacon.
Bacon's all we need.
We give a few shout outs in the chat here. Got Don the comic book junkie in this bitch. Fucking the great legends in here. He's guessing Back to the Future. Fucking legend and Back to the Future. Is in the house with all her broken Christmas ornaments and her. Some guys I was just talking about not too long ago. Reviews from the Batcave is in here asking what's up with them. The comic book Estate is in here. I'm gonna scroll up. Vincenzo C was in here a little while ago. Dr. Silver Age was in here. And my quote, we're taking it all the way back to 1968. And after some research, it is a comic book movie. And the quote is, "I better adjust my tongue box."
Barbarella.
It is Barbarella.
Because I knew it was 68 because I just posted that on the Facebook page the other day. Okay, and I'm not a horse licker, but I'll give you mine.
What do you like to lick?
The list is so long. Might as well list what I don't, and then it'd be quicker. But
okay,
moving on.
He licks telephone poles in after triple dog dares.
Sometimes. So when things in your life become stagnant, you're no longer happy with what you're doing, then you figure out what's important to you. Then you create your own penis showing game. 2004 movie, not a comic book movie, by the way. You create your own penis showing game.
Definitely sounds like a Mike movie.
It does. It probably is.
The one with Mark Wahlberg?
No. Oh, Catherine Fingers got it correct. It is Waiting, Ryan Reynolds' movie about working at Shenanigans.
Yes, that movie is hilarious.
Yeah, I watched it last night. Actually, in fact, my wife was sitting on the couch with me, and she's like, "Well, what are you watching?" And I said, "I'm going to watch Waiting." "I'm going to go to bed. See you later." So she didn't even bother sitting down to watch with me. So,
has she ever seen it?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think I've seen it yet.
It's good. It's funny.
Man, you got to watch it.
Especially if you've ever worked in a restaurant. Dude, it's up there. We kind of went over the chat before. We got a couple new people, though, Mike. Why don't you give us an update on that?
Let's see. Catrin. Reviews from the Batcave. Everybody's. I don't see anybody new.
What? SS Comic Reader.
SS Comic Readers up in this bitch. What's up to Don, the original icon? Don says, great movie.
I've been meaning to. I started watching his video on the I forgot what he called him, the bucks he was supposed to spend at the LCS. I still haven't finished watching that. I started it, but I got interrupted. I gotta go check that out. $105.
Yeah, I watched that, and I won't spoil it for you, but
Okay, please.
It's it sucks he can't use them bucks on better books, but
Does Don die at the end?
Don does not die at the end.
Okay, well then I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so we'll jump right into the comic book movies, comic books, and we'll start with you, Paul. What's your first book tonight? And please say it's that one that I can't pronounce.
It actually is.
Thank you.
It is. Well, I mean, anything tougher than Spawn is something you can't pronounce. But
anything more than 2 syllables, really, I'm out of luck.
Yeah. So this one, it's called Paradiso. And it's one of those books where after I finished it, I'm
Paradiso.
Yeah.
I got it.
After I finished reading it, I'm still not quite sure what's going on, other than there's some weird post-apocalyptic shit going on, and I'm fine with that. There's enough basis of the story here that I'll pick up the next issue. The art feels kind of despairing and dirty, which kind of fits the story. I mean, it's the world they live in. It's, it's definitely looks like it has that typical post-apocalyptic thing of the haves and the have-nots. So, and the main character is trying to get in where the haves are, apparently, and it was pretty decent. I liked it.
I'm kind of on the other end of that spectrum on this book. Not saying it was like absolutely horrible, but it didn't grab me. It seemed like there's the story's been told quite a few times. But apparently the Tinkerer, is that what he's called?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So he has this ability to fix things, but I don't know. It didn't hit me strong enough to really want to pick up issue 2. Art was okay. I don't think it was great, but like I said, maybe it fit the story well enough. And this one actually had a teaser into Void Trip, which came out, I think, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
There's an example of some of the art right there. It's okay. Like I said, it probably fits the story well enough. Just was not my thing, and I will not be picking up issue 2. So, and unfortunately, they did not have the 1 per retailer variant. So, damn it.
Maybe they're friendly onto you.
Maybe. Okay, moving on to Mike. Since you did not read Paradiso, we will move on to Mike. Please pick
at least now, since you're not picking it up, you won't have to pronounce it anymore. But there'll be something new next week that you're like, Paul, how do you say this?
Okay.
Yeah, like Area 51 just popped in. He said, "Howdy, everyone." Catran Figures. She said, "Who else loved the first episode of Happy?" I want to watch that. Where can I watch that at?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
You can probably go to Vudu and download the episode if you want it for like $2 or $3. I don't know. I haven't
I don't want to pay for this shit.
Well, dude, then you go on to what do you call that, Paul?
What
you jailbreaks the Cody?
Yeah.
Yeah, you jailbreak it, dude. Jailbreak your shit and go watch it for free. But don't say that on a live show like we are right now. Okay, go on. Move on.
Oh, we got to do comic books today? Let's see.
I think so.
Shit, I don't know what I want to do. Let's do Iron Man Legacy of the Beast with this awesome tribal freaking cover here of Eddie holding the heart. This was a definite stash. Gonna continue to pick this up. This one, Eddie gets thrown. First off, he's fucking rocking out at the beginning. That's fucking awesome right there. In his little guitar. And he actually makes a little monument to himself on the moon. So, but besides that,
rocking?
With his electric guitar rocking, he makes himself a monument on the moon. And this one, he's actually thrown into the world of the album Power Slave. I think it's Power Slave, right?
Yep, that's Power Slave.
Yep. Power Slave, and he fights fucking where the hell? A bunch of like Egyptian monsters and like this Osiris guy. This book is just badass. I'm gonna continue to pick it up. Stash for me.
Nobody else picked that one up this week. I did pick up a music book. It is a Tracy Bird Watermelon Crawl book. This is where I'll get drunk and act like rednecks.
So, before you get into that, what is the watermelon crawl?
It's been forever since I've heard that song. All I know is that they like put the liquor inside the watermelon and eat it and get all drunk. And the watermelon crawl is you drunk and walking on or crawling on the ground, essentially. Anybody else knows what watermelon crawl is? Please, somebody in chat, tell them I'm not insane. So, or in a comment down below or email or something.
Sounds like a patchouli-induced delusion to me.
Yeah, it's a patchouli, more of a redneck kind of Oregon, kind of thing.
JLS just popped in. He said, "What's up? What's up, JLS?"
Does JLS know the watermelon crawl? If so, let me know.
Anybody?
Anybody really?
Yeah, all I hear from the chat is crickets, man.
Yeah. So, my first book is Walking Dead 174. So in this issue, Negan finally has been. They told him go on your way. They kicked him out, and he's living on his own now. He ends up going to his dead wife's grave. Kind of trying to make amends, I guess, for all the stuff he done. He actually runs into Maggie. This is the first time Maggie's actually seen him out and about. Because he killed Glenn. And so he's like, kill me, please kill me. I've been a bad guy, essentially. I know it. I thought it was the right thing. But Maggie lets him live because I have not done watermelon crawl.
So Karen says it's a way to get drunk.
Yeah.
I don't need a watermelon for that.
Yeah, like I said just sounds like too much work. Just drink that shit.
So Maggie decides that living with this guilt of what Negan has done is far worse of a sentence than just killing him and putting him out of his misery. Then at the end of it, he ends up burning. He finds a new bat, wrapping in barbed wire, ended up burning it. I think he turned a new leaf, trying to be a good guy. But now he's probably going to be killed in the next issue. We'll see. But it's a stash for me. It's kind of a cool emotional issue of Negan kind of realizing, I thought it was right, but I was just a douchebag. Let's see here. What are they saying in chat about that? Duval crawl?
It's like Robert? It's the Key West drinking challenge.
Is that like Robert Duvall?
I think we should have, when we all get together in Dallas, have the Blasting or Stash It drinking challenge.
Oh, I'll be out after one shot, dude. I don't drink. Not anymore. Not like I used to. I'll be doing watermelon crawl live.
I'm Scottish. You'd all be in trouble.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on. Now they're talking about watermelon crawl. See? I got a conversation going. Paul, what's your next book?
And Count Von Strange just popped into the chat, so
I guarantee Count Von Strange has never done a watermelon crawl.
Probably not.
If he did, I'm disowning him.
Let's see. My next book, I'll do Sleepless. And I will definitely pick up the next issue of this. It's kind of a fantasy intrigue kind of thing. I mean, if you like Game of Thrones, it's not pure sex and violence like Game of Thrones, but it's got the whole thing with the book starts, the old king just died, and his brother is being coronated as the new king. And right after the coronation, someone tries to kill the old king's daughter. And I don't have any idea.
He knows it. He knows it.
And, and there's the old king's daughter is protected by this guy called a Sleepless Night. And they don't really go into too much detail what they are, but it'll be interesting to find out. I mean, it's, I got some of the standard fantasy tropes in there, but I mean, the art is kind of cool and I liked it.
Does it have the, oh God, I can't think of what it's called. Brother and sister getting it on in there too.
What?
Not yet.
Oh, does it sound like it's going to?
Well, I don't know who this Sleepless Night that's guarding her. I don't know what his backstory is. So,
but Mike sure perked up there.
Yeah, he was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. Moving on. Nobody else read Sleepless, so Mike, what's your next book?
It's just lucky I don't have a sister. All right.
I think your sister's probably lucky too, or your would-be sister.
or
If Mike had a sister, I could see a long, long period of therapy.
Anyway, what do I want to do? My shit book of the week or my pick of the week?
I don't know, man. You decide.
All right, let's do my shit book of the week. Barbarella #1.
Woo.
Worst pick of the week. I really wasn't a fan of the movie. If those of you don't know, it's a 1968-69 movie. Which
don't go 69. You can't go 69. 68.
Bruce Zayas just popped in here. What's up, Bruce? It's actually based on a French comic book. The movie is. So I didn't know that. I just found that out. The best part about that movie, it's got Jane Fonda, and Jane Fonda was fucking hot. It's got a cult following, blah, blah, blah. So in this book, I have no clue what fucking happens. There's some space aliens and Barbarella and some lesbian sex scenes. But the art fucking is... I shit better looking things in this art in this book.
Wow.
This is just a blast. Look, she looks like Michael Jackson on the fucking cover right here.
You got the wrong cover, dude.
I did get the wrong cover. But look at this.
It doesn't change the art inside, that's for sure. But
yeah, this is just... If you're even remotely a fan of the fucking movie, don't even pick this fucking book up.
Yeah, I guess. Are you done there, Mike? I got a couple.
I am done.
Okay, you're blasting this turd. I don't say it's my pick of the week. It's not. But I got the Linzer cover. I think I had the cover A. I put it back. Grab this one.
Oh yeah, that's.
I don't have which cover do you have, Mike?
Hold on, I'm looking because they got all the covers in the back. Art by Keenan Yara.
What? Show it up there. It should say cover C or cover B or whatever on right by the barcode.
Cover F.
I got cover F. Yeah, see cover A. I originally had this one to begin with, and I put it back and got the Linzer cover. This was the cover. The Cat Rain was looked for. This is the one I picked up for her. Going to be sending it out here probably next couple days. But I mean, I think if you're a fan of Barbarella, it fits in with that story. You know, it's Barbarella-esque. I mean, you said that Jane Fonda, she was a sex icon. I might have been from that movie, but turned into a screaming freaking political mess after that.
Yeah.
But I mean, the chick unzips her leg and pulls a gun out, dude. Did you not see that?
I did see that.
Yeah, it's kind of funky looking, but yeah, I think if you like the movie, if you follow that cult classic kind of movie, and I got a nice freaking crease right down the center of my freaking book.
Don't worry, it ain't gonna be worth fucking nothing.
Hey, I know what I'll do. I'll send it to Paul, and he'll press it for me.
You know what's best thing about this book?
What's that?
All the fucking cool ass ads in the back.
First off, ads.
First off, we're getting a new Deja Thoris with a main cover by J. Scott Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of the covers for that look awesome.
Right there. I've got some of the older stuff.
I ordered the Joe one.
A new Pumpkinhead book. What else is there? Let me move ahead right here. We got Kiss Meets the Army of Darkness. If you're a fan of that shit. We got a new steampunk Red Sonja coming out. Legendary Red Sonja. What else? James Bond. Nobody cares about James Bond. And that's it. Oh, and new Xena on the back. So that's what's best about this book, the ads.
But yeah, that it's not my pick of the week. And it's not the stinker of the week either. It's kind of middle of the road. And I do think if you like Barbarella, you'll love that book. So pick it up. I guess I'll jump into me real quick because I hadn't picked the book. Okay. I think I'm the only one who read this one. Yes, I am. I think you Batman. I think that's how you pronounce it. Help me out, Paul. So
Yes, it is.
thank you.
Batman.
Batman. Thank you. Issue 36. This is my stinker of the week. This is my turd of the week.
I haven't read it yet.
It's hard for me to say Batman's my stinker of the week, but this was just all about there's Superman and Lois, and there's Batman and Catwoman, and they're saying, well, did you call Superman to invite her to the wedding? Oh, he doesn't want to talk to me. It's in Lois is talking to Superman. Well, did you call him? He's your best friend. Blah, 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 blah. Back and forth through the whole book. What a shit show. You know, here I praise King for bringing like a real life to Batman, but this is too much, dude. This is just no Batman at all, dude. It's a stinker of the week. It's turd. Move on to you, Paul.
Since we've had some turd action going on, we'll go to my pick of the week, which would be Witchblade #1. When I first started this, I just wasn't getting it at all. It really wasn't clicking with me, and I'm like, this story's crazy. It's all over the place. It's confusing. And it turns out that's because the main character had no idea what was going on to her, and it's kind of building up the origin. Really starts to pay off towards the end, and I'm really looking forward to reading more of it. It's total reboot from the original Witchblade, new character, new book, backstory. So I'm hoping it does really well because it was good. The art was good. I dug it a lot.
What about you, Mike? You read that book?
Yeah, if you go into this expecting, I forgot her old Sarah was her last name.
Yeah.
The one that was hanging out with the darkness all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going in expecting that, you're not gonna like this book because it has nothing to do with her. But that aside, this is a pretty awesome story. I will be continuing to pick it up. Yeah, stash it.
Were you like me at the beginning where you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I had to go back and I was like, wait a minute, I'm lost. So, yeah, it's got beautiful art in it. So,
yeah, I thought the art was great.
Here's a little snippet right at the end there. So, I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Thoroughly?
Thoroughly.
Good. It was okay. Now, Witchblade was that a fairly early Image comic? You know, when Image started?
Yeah.
See,
that's essentially was given to Turner, and that's where he made his name.
Who did? So you guys are talking over each other.
Michael Turner. That's where he really broke out.
Witchblade has a lot of fucking great art. A lot of great sexy art.
Yeah, I've got like the first 70 issues or something like that.
Stash it with Midwest's mustache. Stash it like what Midwest's mustache. Now I could have got the one per retailer variant, but I chose to pass on this one because I didn't want to spend the money on it. But the book was okay. I don't know a whole lot about the character. You talk about how the old character hung out with darkness a lot. I had no clue. So this is me totally going blind into this book. What's up?
You can absolutely do that with this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You don't need to.
Okay.
It's totally different.
Okay. It was okay. I don't know if it's worth a second pick up of the second book. I mean, if it was in dollar bin, I might pick it up, but it's a blast for me, unfortunately.
Yeah, Catherine says, I feel like it's not for Witchblade fans. Yeah, that's exactly it. If you're going in looking for the old, the gauntlet and everything, it's not that. But people who are interested in weird books, hell yeah.
And
that's her name.
Sarah Pizzini.
That's her name. Sarah Pizzini. She was a hot boy.
Pizzini.
Hot!
Pizzini. I guess, Mike, you're up now.
Let's do my pick of the week, which is Venom Inc. I didn't have high hopes for this, but come after I was done. I absolutely love it. So right at the beginning, we get Maniac, which a character I'm not too familiar. I guess she's a good guy in a Venom suit, taking on some bad guys, and that's her right up top there. She actually gets ambushed by a bunch of dudes who actually steal her symbiote suit. Right here, they take her suit. Then we go to Spider-Man. He's stopping some B-rated villains here. I think Ringer and a Tumbler from stealing some art. Here we go. Some art right there, or some great Spider-Man art right there. Black Cat shows up. Then Flash Thompson actually contacts Spider-Man because Flash is friends with Maniac, in hopes that he could get Spidey to help him find a symbiote. Then we go to Eddie Brock and Venom, who desperately needs his medicine because his Venom's getting out of control. He heads to Alchemex, which has been providing him with the medicine. You got to be reading Venom to get all this. And Spider-Man shows up. There's a great splash page right here. And Anti-Venom show is back. So just all kinds of great symbiote stuff. This was actually my pick of the week. So
it was not my pick of the week. It was good though. But I don't know any of the Venom, so I'm not reading any of the Venom or Spider-Man books, so I have no clue to what's going on there. The last time I knew Flash was a bad guy, but I know he did. Was he Venom Space Knight? Was that Flash Thompson?
Yeah, Flash was Venom Space Knight, and he lost the symbiote. It went back to Eddie Brock. Well, it actually went to that dude that started off the Venom series that was fucking all crazy and shit. It left him. Now it's back on Eddie Brock. And to keep it under control, he needs this drug he gets from Alchemex.
That's because everybody fucking hated the dude that had it before Eddie Brock.
I think he was pretty good. I like that. But
so, and what Flash Thompson has... oh my God, why can't I think of that? He has fake legs. His legs got... He lost his legs?
Yeah, he was in the Army or Marines or something and lost his legs.
Oh, okay. Okay. It was a good book. I like the art. I think I probably pick up... Is this issue 1 or is this part 1?
Issue 1.
Part 1. I think it's going to carry over into Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'd have to pick it up.
Oh, so is it like a one-shot that leads into the...
Yeah, let me see in the back if it says anything. Look at these kids. Look at these kids.
Oh, look at that. I don't have mine out.
Part 2 is in Amazing Spider-Man 792. Part 3, Venom 159. Part 4, Amazing Spider-Man 793. Blah, blah, blah. It's 6-parter.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd pick up Amazing Spider-Man just to continue the story or not. I mean, if it was its own story, I might pick up issue 2, but I don't want to jump in the middle of other books and stuff. I guess my...
Oh, so just skip over me then.
Did you read it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so used to saying fuck Marvel that you didn't even read it. So go ahead, Paul. Give us your take.
Well, I read it expecting a fuck Marvel. And,
okay. Okay, sorry.
Was not a fuck Marvel.
Me too.
It wasn't bad. The art was gorgeous. What confuses me a little bit, like Dave, I haven't been following all the Spider-Man and Venom shit. And can you buy a Venom symbiote at the 7-Eleven or something? Because it seems like there's 8 fucking people or something running around with symbiotes by the end of this thing. I don't quite get that. But it was, for a Marvel book, it was amazing. It was, I kind of felt like it was good to shut your brain off for a while and just enjoy the artwork and go with it.
Spider-Man was hilarious in it, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, the writing was pretty good. I mean, it definitely had that, Like I forget what it was he said, but when he was asking the guy what the liquid was at Alchemex, he had a couple good quips.
Oh yeah,
But-
yeah.
But like Dave, I don't know that I'll pick up the other issues that have this in it. But and what's the story on Anti-Venom? Because I never read anything with Anti-Venom before.
That was before my time too. So just
He
like
looks,
the whole
he looks cool, but other than that,
yeah, just like Maniac. I don't know who she is. That was before my time too. So
What?
what?
Okay. Huh?
What?
Yeah. I'll just quickly. I haven't read it, but I'll just show it real quick. I don't know why I paid for it, but I got the DC holiday special. I haven't even cracked it open yet.
What was the price tag on that?
as long as it's better than the Star Wars Christmas special, you're all right.
Yeah. Do you want to know? It was $10, $9.99 for that.
How big is it? I mean, is it like
It is. I think it's
80, 68, one of those?
Yeah, I think it's 84 pages. I think. I mean, it's a square-bound book, I mean, it's a pretty thick book. It has 11 festive fables from the comics' greatest creators. So I don't even know any of the creators. And let's take a little sneaky peek in here and see if they have a list of Jeff Lemire, writer. It'd be kind of cool if they had a page just talking about who all was in here.
Cat
Silent Night of Batman. But this is all Batman title, all Christmassy stuff. But
is there any hot pictures of Poison Ivy?
here's looks like Green Arrow dressed as Santa Claus.
Speaking of Green Arrow, they had that shark cover, and of course, my LCS didn't get one in.
Who's playing Mrs. Claus? I wonder if that's Black Canary. I think it is.
Granny Goodness.
Granny Goodness. What's this? Oh, the little ad for
What's your
Watchmen.
shirt say?
My shirt say? You're asking what my shirt says?
Yes.
It says, "I am the law."
Oh.
It's
Okay.
Loot Crate. God, why can't I think? What's his name? Judge Dredd shirt. Moving on, though.
Moving on.
I don't know if Paul wants to talk about another book. You go ahead, Paul.
We could do Batman White Knight 3. It's still a pretty good read. It's interesting seeing how everybody's just not quite what they are in the normal continuity and all the little twists and turns. I don't want to give too much about what happens away, but it'll be interesting to see what happens now that Batman's moral compass is gone. So he may go completely off the rails in the next issue. So we'll have to see what happens.
Mike, what do you think of Batman White Knight #2?
This, if Venom wasn't so good, this would have been my pick of the week. Batman's fucking lost it, and who is it? Nightwing and Batgirl, I think, realize that they're going to eventually have to take him on. I love the whole thing at the end with Clayface and what they've done to him. Just all around great stuff. Great cover right here, the two Harley Quinns.
Yeah, I missed that cover.
Did you really?
Yeah.
They had two at my LCS. But yeah, loving the White Knight. Stash it.
Yeah, you definitely see where, the first couple issues, like Joker was on the up and up. You're kind of see where you realize maybe he wasn't on the up and up. He's being very sneaky. What do you think of Duke Thomas showing up in here in his character?
Duke Thomas is in this now. And what is he? He's I can't even remember.
He's an ex-military guy, but I don't think he's a police officer, but he kind of rules or oversees the ghetto or the gangs or something in town.
Yeah, and Joker's trying to recruit him, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So.
Babe, do we have any pain meds? Because he's gonna.
But we did find out I mean, what Joker and Harley were looking for, they found out the secret file. I mean, I don't want to give a whole lot away either, like what Paul said. And they're going to end up using this file against Batman to try to build a bigger case up against Batman to prove that he is not the White Knight for Gotham. That he's just this horrible, he does more damage than natural disasters. So this is Dash. I think, let me see, look at the 2 books I have here. This is probably my co-pick of the week right here, or Batman White Knight, number 3. What about you, Paul? Not Paul, Mike, what's your next book?
Shit.
I didn't read that one.
Yeah,
let's do.
My LCS didn't have it. Well,
let's do.
Wait, I forgot the Marvel section.
Batman TMNT 2.
I wanted to get cover number 2 for shit, but they didn't have it either.
Is that the Donatello one?
No, never mind. Go ahead. The joke set sail.
Right over his head.
I get it now. That shit went. Goddamn, that's all the way fucking back there.
Yeah, it was a little late too, so Go ahead.
So, all right. First off, we get a little Batman action or Turtles action, taking on I think the Foot Clan. Typical Turtle stuff. I think Shredder's daughter's in here. Then we go to the Batman fucking shit, where they're taking on.
That's why I want to get him out of Gotham. He's out there fucking shit.
That's exactly right. What it all boils down to, Bane and Donatello switch places. Bane goes to the TMNT universe, and Donatello goes to fucking Batman's universe. I don't think they needed this book. I think they should have just left it alone. I'm going to continue to pick it up to see where it goes, but other than that, it's not as good as the first one. Not yet, anyway. I do like the fact that Bane going into the TMNT universe and he's about to fuck shit up, but other than that, a semi-soft stash.
So you didn't get cover 2 for that one? You didn't get the Donatello? I got the Donatello cover too.
I love that cover. Donatello's my turtle.
He's your turtle.
He's my turtle. I'd rock that shell in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I bet you would. Yeah, with your long staff. Moving on. I agree with you. Not as good as the first Batman TMNT, but definitely this is a co-pick of the week. You have Bane. You have the Lazarus Pit. Sign me up. Right there. I mean, because he's coming out of the Lazarus Pit, I think, at the end of this, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's definitely my co-pick of the week on that bad boy. And we know Paul didn't read this. I don't have him down on my list. Maybe we need
I did not read it.
Thank you.
Move on.
Move on. Okay, my last book for the night is a Marvel book. Marvel Captain America 696. Capture the Flag.
Yeah.
Seems like this is more. I mean, the Steve Rogers, and this is more the street level kind of guy. He's trying to go across the United States, kind of trying to keep low profile, checking out the U.S. and just trying to kind of not necessarily hide out, but just kind of be low key. But everywhere he goes, people recognize him. And who is this? A swordsman? Is that who it is?
Yeah, it's a swordsman.
He ends up showing up. He has a vibranium sword, vibranium alloy sword. But this Steve Rogers seems, it kind of reminds me of the happy-go-lucky, oh shucks darn Steve Rogers. You know, the good wholesome Steve Rogers. Nothing really. I mean, they have a fight, but nothing like super violent. You know,
yeah,
like I'm apple pie. You know, kind of Steve Rogers, which it's just cool. I don't know if it's my cup of tea, but I'll probably pick up the next issue to kind of check it out. What were you gonna say, Mike?
Yeah, I kind of like this Captain America. It's a good, like, I don't know, throwback.
Yeah.
To a simple fight, nothing special. It beats the shit out of the swordsman. Actually uses his sword to swordsman's like rigged a dam to explode, and he ends up using swordsman's sword to you know, He uses
Sword
as
stuff.
sword stuff, a fulcrum, right there, to try
See?
and turn that valve. So,
Not only is it fun, it's educational.
yes, a fulcrum. Google that shit. Caps fulcrum. Hashtag that. But yeah, I'm gonna keep picking it up. This is the cap I grew up with, and I'm curious. You see previews for that next storyline where they find Captain America in ice?
No, I didn't see. Is that the back of the book?
No, it's in like the preview. I don't have it, but yeah, it's a cover where there's a block of ice and it's Captain America. So I don't know who that is. So they're gonna throw a curveball at us.
So my question is, at the end where he's using the sword as the fulcrum to turn that valve, he's not like he's slicing at the pipe or the valve. It seems like to me that the sword would go through that. You know,
Well, not if
you know what I mean?
not if it's turned sideways.
Oh well, maybe it. Look at the picture. Is it turned
All right.
sideways or is the blade against the pipe?
The blade is against the metal.
I mean, it's not like it's like razor sharp and it'll slice through anything. But to me, I don't know. It seems like that the blade would either slice through something, you know, the pipe or the valve. But that's just me.
It's
What
a
am I
fucking
talking
comic
about?
book.
Thank you. I was just going to say that it's a comic book. We don't need to justify its reality.
We'll start World War III over fucking.
We'll start. Yep. So, moving on to Paul. I don't know what other books he has this week.
That was it for me.
That's it for you.
got all mine.
You got a visitor in the back.
Yeah, they're all saying good night.
Mike, how about you? Any other books?
I got a couple more real quick. Superman 36. It's the end of what's the storyline? Oh, God damn it! I don't know. The storyline where Superman is on Apocalypse. Make a long story short. Oh, Imperious Lex. Make a long story short, I think this was a great storyline that ended poorly. At the end, everyone returns to Earth, and I guess Lex Luger is Lex Luthor, not Lex Luger.
Not the wrestler?
Not the wrestler. Is done being Superman because he rips off the S symbol and it disintegrates. So, but the whole storyline itself is pretty good. Seeing Lois as a Fury, I don't like Lois being able to kick ass. I want her to sit back, fucking in the kitchen, making super muffins. And
my goodness, dude, you are going to offend half. Well,
no, I mean she's
maybe a 50th of our fan base. I think we have one in your cat rent.
Cat rent. I apologize. I mean, I just don't see her as fucking on Apocalypse. Beating everyone's ass. But that's just me. But all around, good issue. Superman 36, pretty awesome cover. Woo! And last but not least, Astonishing X-Men. If you're curious to see what's going on with Professor Xavier, fucking read this. Big reveal at the end of this book. I'm not going to say anymore, but it was a stash for me as well. I'm losing my voice. Am I getting sick?
Physically, maybe mentally, I don't think you've never not been sick.
Did the chat die, or Lois should be writing? Yeah, that's what I mean. Lois should be writing the stories, fucking not on Apocalypse kicking ass. But it was pretty cool.
Come on, work, damn you, freaking computer. There it goes. I don't have any more that I read. I did pick up, I guess I ordered it last week. It didn't come in until this week. And I haven't read it yet. Mystic U. Have you guys read that yet?
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I read that. That was last week. I wasn't on the show.
What'd you think of that, Mike?
That was a fucking blast for me.
I think I ordered it just because it had the Zatanna cover.
That's the only reason I got it. SS Comic Reader says, wow, I got to pick up Superman if the wrestler Lex Luger is in it.
Yeah, Macho Man tagged him out.
fucking Lex Luger and Jimmy Olsen are sitting back doing heroin, and
Is that the movie where he gets him up on his shoulders like this? The
torture the human torture rack.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what his finishing move was. One of them. The other book I didn't get this week, I'm supposed to get it next week, is Captain Canuck.
Fuck you guys. Cat Ren agrees with me about fucking Lois.
Well, good. Good for you sexist pig. Moving on.
She agrees with you. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
Well,
hey, man.
We know when you get off, are you going to go to your wife? I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
You know what? My wife doesn't even know this channel exists. She can care less. She can care.
But see, I got to watch it. Mine may be watching right now. I don't know. She'll pop in here and I'll just be in trouble.
Yeah, mine watches too usually. She a lot of times she won't watch it live, but she'll watch it on the rewind.
Okay, so I guess that's gonna end our comic book section. What? Uh-oh. The beating is beginning. Uh-oh.
Fix my dog.
It's kind of funny that right after he says, my wife doesn't know the show exists, he's getting a bitch slapped.
Whatever.
Uh-oh.
What?
You in trouble, Mike?
No.
You sure that? Okay.
So my wife was talking to one of our other friends, and he said he watches it too, but he puts cheesy porn music on in the background. I said, you don't have to. It's probably on at Mike's house.
Probably is.
Don't think so. She heard him. She heard you, Mike. Uh-oh. The cat ran. She retracted her message. Now we all got to know what that message said.
Yeah.
But I probably can't see it now. No. We can't do anything. Okay. So I guess that's going to end our comic book section. And we'll jump into Mike Frozen?
No, I'm typing.
Oh.
He has no multitasking skills.
It took all of that to say she's asleep. That whole 10 minutes. Oh, okay. Okay. Moving on. Jumping into.
Oh, we're already there?
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh my goodness! God dang!
Man, he's gonna get fired from the play. He's missed his cue about 4 times.
He's looking over there at his. Should we say what he said in the chat?
What? No. What?
Nothing. Making conversation. You know.
Hold on. I'm not ready.
Dead air. You're fucking leaving. Mike.
Yeah, he's fondling his coconuts over there. What the hell?
Fondling coconuts?
Yeah. Whatever you're doing.
I was getting ready.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Jumping into...
Shut your fucking mouth.
Thank you. God damn.
That was the longest intro in the history of the show.
All right. So I got like 2 weeks of information since I wasn't here last week. Which is actually not a lot, but anyway, here we go. For all you guys getting them sub boxes, Funko is not doing any more year-long subscriptions. They're going to go every 2 months. So instead of like being, locked down to get a bunch of boxes you don't like, you can kind of pick and choose now. So I think that's pretty cool.
Are you still going to have the option for the year, or is it only going to be the 2 month?
It's only going to be the 2 month. They're going away with the year long stuff. So
shit, I have to remember more often to pay.
Yeah, Drew Manchu just popped in here. What's up, everybody?
What's up, Drew?
Thanks for filling in for me last week. At Walgreens, we're going to get young Anakin Skywalker. He's going to have his pod racing helmet on. New God of War pops are coming out later this year, along with the game. Probably we're gonna get Kratos with an axe, a Draugr, Atreus, which is Kratos' son, and a fire troll. In February, we're gonna get these are pretty cool now. These are the Contest of Champions Funko Pops. I don't know if anybody's ever seen these, but Civil Warrior, which is basically Iron Man and Cap put together. Guillotine, Venom Pool, King Groot, and 6-inch Howard the Duck. The 6-inch Howard the Duck is pretty cool. He's in like a mech suit, so I try to get my hands on that one. Hot Topic exclusive Civil Warrior, where he's going to be gold and green and remnants of like the Hydra cap. This one I'm definitely want. It's a Walgreens exclusive Punisher 2099. GameStop. There's going to be a GameStop exclusive Venom Pool with a cell phone. And at Target, there's going to be a glow-in-the-dark King Groot. And now everybody has seen these. These are the new Lord of the Rings line coming out in February. We're going to get Gollum, a Gollum chase. He's going to be holding that fish he's eating in the movie. Lurtz, who is the white hand of Sauron. He's got the white hand paint on his face. Merry, Pippin, Aragorn, 6-inch Treebeard. Barnes & Noble Gollum, where he's invisible. And a Toys R Us exclusive Aragorn, which he's decked out in his king gear. Now here's some rumors. Fans of Reservoir Dogs, we're getting Reservoir Dogs pops next year. Gwenum's coming, which is Spider-Gwen with the symbiote. Some more WWE pops. HBK and his WrestleMania. No Lex Luger.
Damn it.
In fact, you should make a custom one. Lex Luger with a bunch of heroin needles sticking out of his arm.
Maybe.
Are we ever going to get Gimli from Lord of the Rings? Cat Rin asked. I hope so. That'd be pretty fucking cool. He would only be a 2-inch pop.
Yeah,
a mystery mini.
Keychain.
Yeah, fucking keychain. And Jake the Snake Roberts. And Care Bears fans, rejoice. Fucking, we're going to get a slew of all the Care Bears.
Oh,
Care
lovely.
Bear Funko Pops. And from the Disney movie Hercules, fucking, we're getting those. And along with, what is it, the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park this year? Or next year? Getting a whole shit ton of Jurassic Park Pops. Even the dinosaurs. I'm curious to see what those are going to look like. And I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's a fucking game, but it's called Bendy and the Ink Machine. Pocket Pop Gimli. Bendy and the Ink Machine. Anybody know what that is? We're getting like
Yeah,
three
it's a
pops.
game.
It is a game. Okay, getting like
my
3
kids love
pops. And that is it. Not a whole lot of news for 2 weeks worth. I did pick up some Funkos. Some of you have already saw those. Just saw Razor Ramon and the original Rock Pops today. Yeah, those are out. I did pick up this. I was in Toys R Us and I picked up this Playmobil Pittsburgh Penguins player. So I had to have him. As far as Pops go, I got Trigon from Toys R Us. From Teen Titans Go. Isn't this, what's her name's father? Oh, God, I can't think.
Raven's
Father?
Maybe.
Yeah, Raven's father. Yeah, I think so. And here's the line for that. Now, I saw all these Jinx, Blackfire, and Terra were readily available. This was the only Trigon I saw. So I don't know if he's rare or not. I picked up Lee Sherman from Hellboy. With her little fireball.
Fireball.
I picked up the Hot Topic Medusa. I got Sora from Kingdom Hearts. That's the new line right there. I want that Organization 13 Mickey. But they did not have him. Yeah, Catren said it is Raven. I picked up Batwoman from the new Bombshells line. There's a new line right there. I want a Kid Flash pop really bad. They need to release one. Fucking SS Comic Reader said, I need to get me a Brock Lesnar pop. They need to make a Paul Heyman pop as well. Let's see, moving right along. Another DC Bombshells, Poison Ivy. Right there. So all I need now is Supergirl and Catwoman. And last but not least, I thought this pop was amazing. This is the Diamond Collection Hot Topic exclusive Tinkerbell. Don't judge me. Go fuck yourself. I like this pop. So that's the fucking line right there. She's awesome. I did pick up. So here's this. I picked up this shark at Toys R Us. I thought this. It was no price tag on it. I thought it'd be like fucking $1. This thing was $10 fucking.
What?
I swear to God.
And you bought it. That's the funny part.
I bought it. I had to have it. And last but not least, I was in GameStop and found this Deadpool Black and Black Marvel Legends.
This a different one or the same one you showed before?
Same one I showed.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So he's awesome. There he is on the back. So wasn't a fan of the book, but I thought this was pretty cool, and I got him.
Drew showed him off last week. Drew picked up on last week.
Yep. I watched the show.
Oh, sorry. Jeez.
And that is all I got this week.
Did you get any pops or anything like that this week, Paul?
I only got one pop this week when I was out shopping. Me and the wife were out, and she saw it, and she said, put that in the cart right now, and I had to get it on principle. And that is Professor Poopy Pants Pop. Had to have it. And that was it for me.
I went to this store called Little Lots where they buy wholesale from different stores. They had some Funko Pops in there, but all the boxes are freaking trashed. That same place they had that Captain America. They had some mystery minis. I was going to bring them in, but I didn't. So they had the Spider-Man line. The only one I really wanted was the Venom. So I picked up and shook every single one until I felt that one's heavier. Okay, that's got to be the Venom. So I bought that one. It was actually on my shelf in my bathroom. Possibly see Spider-Gramps in Tinkerbell costume and Fanix, but maybe.
You don't want to see that.
But that might be
see all this.
That might be after hours. The other thing that I wanted you to bring up, I don't know if you know about it, Mike, is the Funko Shop 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh yeah, that junk.
Junk? I was going to do a little screen share of it.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. I will. So here, this is the 12 Days of Funko. I don't know. I'm assuming this was day one, but
day one was the
Pop Monsters.
Top left, and then it goes
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, the second one that's sold out. Those are the only ones I would want out of that whole thing.
Well, you don't know what other ones are coming out.
I don't. That's why you get the emails.
Well, I don't know any. I just happened to find this, so that was kind of interesting. Surprised you didn't talk about it at all. But
yeah, I mean it's. See the Wonder Woman up there?
Yep, $15. Yeah.
What does that have to do with fucking Christmas?
What is Trickster Rabbit?
Because they didn't sell, so they're trying to.
So what about Mr. Silver Monopoly? Nothing.
I want to give a special shout out to the New York Warrior, Biggie's Comics. He popped in here and he said, "What up, fellas?"
But interesting. This is kind of cool to see what they're going to offer each day. Although they're getting up there in price, $50. That's a little bit much. for me to be spending right before the holidays, but you know, it's kind of cool. I almost bought the Wonder Woman one, but I decided against it. So
You probably find it in the store for like $7.
Hey, don't ruin it for me. Don't ruin the enthusiasm.
Or just wait for the one where she's in the blue cloak.
Mm-hmm.
That one looks a little bit better. Biggie says he's chilling, fellas. Finally, get a chance to catch a show live my Friday night. So good to be here. Good having you, brother.
I think that is it for Funko news.
Why are my dogs just standing there staring into nothing? What the fuck is wrong with you two?
And that's it for Funko news.
Shut your Funko mouth.
Damn, dude, you're off. Talking about me being off. Whoa, shit. Not a whole lot of news, movie-wise or TV-wise, but I did want to bring it up real quick. This week was the first week DC has gotten rid of the Rebirth banner and now the new banner or the new logos. I want to get your guys' opinion. Apparently, we can't get Mike because he left again. You know, he's got to put more peanut butter down below where his dog's underneath his desk.
Yeah.
So start with you, Paul. What do you think of the new DC logo?
I think I kind of dig it. I like how they're showing the little logo for the main character in there. And really, how long can you be rebirthed? I mean, shit's been going on for 2 years now.
Has it been 2 years?
Just about, I think.
Year and a half. I think it came out in summer of 2016.
Yeah, and I mean it took up a lot of real estate on the cover and everything. Just get rid of it. I like it now. It's smaller, you know, just simple. I like it.
What about you, Mike? What do you think of the new DC logo?
I like it as well. Yeah, I like it. It threw me off, like I said earlier, when I first went into the comic book store on Wednesday. I was like, Jesus Christ, where's all the DC books? Oh, okay. So Biggie says, yes, finally the Rebirth banner is gone.
And then my opinion, so they have the DC universe, and then they have the other one that say DC. I forgot what the other ones say. They're not part of continuity, essentially.
This one, like that?
No, see how this one says DC Universe underneath the DC symbol? So ones that aren't part of canon or part of continuity will say DC something, and I forgot what it was. So you can tell which ones are part of continuity, which ones aren't. A kind of a quick glance, I guess. But I know the new ones, like the Batman White Knight, they're going to let them run out before they change the logo for something else. The other thing, too, I think we might have talked about it before, the Marvel value stamps. Anybody actually going for those at all?
Not a chance in hell. They're staying in the book.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I think it's just another gimmick to try to get you to buy more books, where you buy 2 books, keep one mint, and use the other one to fill the book up. So
Biggie says universe means continuity and comics means non-continuity.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yep.
I couldn't remember what it said at the below that. But I don't have any other movie news. Anything you're watching, Mike?
Slowly. What's the show on Hulu? Runaways. Slowly pecking away at that. I'm actually really enjoying it. I knew nothing about the Runaways, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. So it's better than Inhumans. That's all. That's my thing of the year. It's better than Inhumans.
What about you, Paul? Anything you're watching?
Not really. I mean, it's just been. I'm in my post Punisher cool down, and work's been really crazy, so I haven't been able to get. You know, there's some older shows I want to catch up on, and like Runaways and stuff like that. And Legion, I need to catch up on, but I just haven't had a chance yet.
Yeah, Catrin says watch Happy. A lot of people are talking about this Happy.
Yeah, I do want to watch that. Except for Dave, apparently.
Sorry about that.
Did you see all the cocaine that flew out of his nose?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, Gifted is really good too. I've been watching that too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch Happy tonight. Yeah, Catrin's talking about it there. Yeah, I'm definitely probably gonna jump into that. So I haven't been. I watched the movie Waiting the other night, but that's the only thing I've really been watching. I've been so busy with everything else. At the beginning of the week, my son says, "Hey, I have a band concert this week," and I said, "You're still in band?" So, so we had to go to that last night. So I didn't get a chance to read many books or do much of anything. So that was, but nothing else new for me. Been watching Vikings. Been trying to catch up on that show with my wife. But I think that is it, really.
Do you want to talk about the stashies?
Oh, you go right ahead and talk about stashes while I'm looking some stuff up here.
All right. Well, if I find my paper.
Those of you who were around last year knew we had the Stashies Award Show. This year we're having it on January 5th, and basically what it is, we're going to give away, Stashy Awards to our favorites of the year. And I'm going to just run through the, what are you eating now, you son of a bitch?
You made me nervous when you said we're giving away, and I'm like, "Well, we're doing a contest. We're giving stuff away." I was unaware of this.
What? Did we change something this year?
No, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, we're gonna be, picking our favorites of the year. We'll go to each person, go to each category. Like last year, I watched the full show the other day. We only reviewed like 3 or 4 books, but that's when we had like 5 people. But some of the categories we'll do favorite pop of the year, favorite pop series, like Teen Titans Go or Hellboy or whatever. Favorite Marvel book of the year, favorite DC book of the year, favorite indie book of the year, best non-comic. Where's Golden Car at? Golden Car in here?
I was gonna say he needs to watch this just to
best non-comic movie. Best comic movie and best comic TV show. We'll do cover of the year, artist of the year, and stash and blast of the year. So this is all happening on January 5th. So, and if you guys have any ideas for any other categories, just throw them on the Facebook page, the Twitter page, or message us. Hey, asshole, fucking do best goddamn tit shot of the year. I'll do that one.
You win it, Mike.
Best tit shot? Tit shot?
Yeah.
You don't want to see my tits.
Yeah, last year this time we did the Santa Hoot contest too, but
I thought about that, and there's just a lot of contests going on right now, so
we might do something around episode 100. I mean, we're closing in on that here pretty soon. We're at this is 78, I think. Yep, 78. So we may do maybe something on episode 100, maybe to do something a little special. But
I'm down for that. SS Comic Reader says best fuck Marvel of the year.
That would be a Paul's category.
Yeah,
in fact,
all of them.
the Stashy shows when Paul went off on Nova.
Oh, is that what it was?
I believe it is. I know I had some pretty big blow-ups this year. I'll have to go back through the episodes and find the biggest one for the best fuck Marvel of the year.
What is Area 51 talking about? He got their byline back?
Oh, I think he's talking about Siegel and Schuster with Superman when DC didn't have their name on the book.
Gotcha. Anything else? Stashies coming up soon. I think we're going to have a show all throughout December. I don't think we're taking a day off, maybe even the Friday before Christmas, aren't we?
Not that I'm
Is
aware
Friday
of.
Christmas Eve?
No, Sunday's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Christmas Eve.
Okay. I actually have Christmas Eve off this year. My store manager is being nice to me. He gave me Thanksgiving. And we're actually closed Christmas Day, the only day of the year the store is actually closed all day. But he's also giving me Christmas Eve off. So I'll be playing video games like every other holiday because I have no friends.
You have us, Mike. Just because we live across the United States doesn't mean we don't care.
Or as Dave indicated, you've got a dog and a jar of peanut butter. That's all you need.
Just don't put it on YouTube. Just don't put it on YouTube. You'll get banned.
Now this is terrifying. When I said this, Mike starts laughing and says, "I got a funny story."
Yeah, he wasn't that quick. No,
that's mildly terrifying.
Mike,
let's hear a little grandpa tale. Why don't you tell us a little grandpa tale there?
Okay, this happened today.
Maybe we should end the show with the grandpa tale.
And I could see it from here.
Uh-oh. Red Rocket.
I just watched that episode of South Park. Red Rocket. Somehow my grandson got a hold of a coffee pot today and gave it to the newest dog. So the newest dog takes it outside and breaks it all to pieces, ends up gashing his leg open. And that's the story. So
I thought it was to be a little more than that.
No, I won't share those stories on a live show.
I got a story to tell. Maybe I'll tell it next week of our dog, my son, and a toothbrush. And maybe we'll save that for.
I mean, it's only 10 after 11. If you want to.
No.
Okay.
So. Any last minute shout outs or anything you'd like to say, Paul? I don't know if you're off camera, if you can hear us or what, but
I'm here. I'm just stuffing my face. Just my usual shout out to everybody in the chat. You know, we love having you guys here, and you make it fun. So keep coming, and we'll keep doing it.
Mike?
Yeah, first I want to shout out the Comic Book Estate for holding the 2017 YouTuber Comic Book Awards again this year. I think it's a pretty good idea. It's fun. It's all in good fun, and shout out to him. This guy, I posted the link to his channel on our Facebook page, and it's Nerd versus Fat. I've been talking to him on the side a little bit. He's pretty cool. He collects a lot of weird shit, so he's only got about 18 subs last time I checked, so go sub him up. And I want to give a special Christmas shout out to Legless Barbie. You guys, Catran knows what I'm talking about.
But is she legless anymore? I saw somebody saying in the chat that, you found her legs. Good.
Oh, did she find her legs?
Yeah, I think so.
I take my chat back. I like the Legless Barbie. Like I told Catran, they just get in the way anyway.
And with legs, they can run away from you.
Yes.
I'm not even going to go with any of the jokes my dad told me as a kid. Moving on. I have a couple shouts, a couple new subs to the Blast of the Distraction channel, Nerd versus Fat. He jumped in here and subbed us up. I actually went and subbed him too from that link that you had posted. I think, in his video, he talked about losing weight, trying to make that a goal. I think that's a goal for a lot of us here. I mean, shoot, maybe if I eat pizza every Friday night doing this show, I might be able to drop a couple pounds. But
Catran said they did find her legs. They're all chewed up, though. I could see that. I would chew Barbie's legs.
And, of course, we have another sub. I'm going to X that part out. Jay the Planet, he's actually subbed to the Blast of the Distraction channel as well. The shout out that I want to get to, it's not a YouTube channel. It is a podcast I started listening to last week. It's part of the Fire and Water podcast. It's called The Who's Who, the definitive podcast of the DC universe, which is kind of cool that they go back. Actually, they started this 5 years ago, and they're still working on it. They do like one a month. They're going through Who's Who alphabetically and going through the book and talking about each character. And it's been a pretty interesting podcast. I'm only on the fourth episode, but still, it's pretty good stuff. So if you're into podcasts, go check that out. I'm thinking about trying to, we did it before, but I want to take the audio from this and throw this into a podcast too. I'm still working on that. I've been talking to the guys over at Long Box Crusade, Pat Sampson, about logistics behind that. So maybe you can check us out. Not on here. Maybe you're out working out and you want to hear our sexy voices when you're on the treadmill, or at least Mike's maybe. his silky smooth voice, because I can't even pronounce Parasito. So, moving on. So that's it, guys. We will catch you next Friday night. Same YouTube channel, same YouTube time. So whether you blast it or whether you stash it, happy reading, and catch you later.